Hello friends, welcome to the New Tech Navigators. My name is PK. In this video, we will learn how to create a risk management dashboard in Google Sheets. You can use this dashboard for your project management purpose, and this is a ready to use template. Here we have displayed active risk count first, so number of active risk count is 6. This is the mitigation cost, and here we have the expected loss also. Then we are showing the average severity score. We have created this comparison table for impact versus likelihood. We are showing here impact as high, medium, low, and likelihood also high, medium, low. Then we are showing here count by status, and we have mitigated, pending, and active status. These are the different count. Here we have the count by risk owner, and we are showing the different team, and this is the risk count you can see, and this is the severity score by impact. So this is average severity score, and this is count by likelihood. And then here we are showing expected loss by risk category. So these are the different risk category we have put, and this is expected loss amount. We are showing here average severity score by the risk owner. So you can see the different risk owner is the team name. So we are showing here. Now I'll quickly show you the data. Let's go to the data sheet, and here we have risk ID first, then risk description. We have here impact, then likelihood, risk owner, mitigation strategy, and then status. Here we have the mitigation cost, expected loss, when we identify the risk, and if we have mitigated or we have given some deadline for the mitigation, so we have given here the date of the deadline. Then this is the risk category, and this is the severity score for that particular risk. Now I'll show you how you can create this dashboard using this data. So let me copy this data first, and I'm going to add a new blank spreadsheet from here. Okay, now we will paste this data from here. Just use shift control and V. So this is the raw data, and we have just pasted it, and now we can quickly format this data. So just select, align this center and middle, reduce the font size, take around 8. Now just select the header and give some background color. Let's say I'm giving this one, and font take white. Make this bold and slightly bigger. Now we can increase the column width for certain columns like this one and this one, and take this one also. Go to the view, show, and uncheck the grid lines. Now we'll create some border also. So just select this range, go to the border, take some light color. Let's say I'm taking this gray color, and click on all borders. So we can see some border around this. Okay, now we can quickly create the drop down chips. So we have already created the data. Either you can just select the data or right click and go to the drop down, or if you want to create quickly, then you can see after selecting this, we are getting this option convert to drop down chips. Just click on that. So all relevant column will be appear in a drop down, like here you can see with the color. But for this one, if you want to create, you can simply right click and go to the drop down, and you can provide some color for each team if you want. Otherwise just click on done and close this. So we can see the drop down is appearing here. Okay, so this is done. Now let's rename this as data, add a new sheet, that is the dashboard. Okay, now we'll start creating the dashboard. So we will select some range, like here we have created the dashboard sheet, and we have created the cards on the top, and we have created this comparison table. Similarly we will create here. So first let's select this range, the sum range. So I'm taking tail column R, and use merge cells, make row height slightly bigger, and just type here risk management dashboard. Just align this center and middle. Take some background color, so I'm taking some dark color, let's say this one, and font take white, make this bold. Taking the font name as Arial rounded, and size I'm taking around 30. Okay, now go to the view and so uncheck the grid lines from here. Now we'll start the cards like we have created here, these top card, okay, from the row number 3. So I'll start the card here. For the first column we can make it smaller, and the second row also, and then start creating the card from here. So just select these two and use merge cell. So here we will show the active risk count. Just align this center and middle, and just take some darker color. So let's say I'm taking this color, and font I'm taking white, and make this bold. Now select this range till here and use merge cells, and here we will fill the same theme color but the lighter version, and then we will show here the count. So to show the count we can use the count A, or because we need the active risk count, so we will take the count if. Go to the data, and here we have the status. So if status is mitigated, that means it is completed, so we can take not equal to mitigated. So just select this whole range, comma, put here not equal to mitigated, and just hit the enter. Okay, so it is giving the count for the other blanks also, so we should not take that. So what we will do, we'll use here count ifs, and let's take that range again, till the end. So type here 1000, comma, not equal to blank, and just hit the enter. So we are getting here 13. Just align this center and middle. Font name take Arial rounded, size take around 40. Now we will make a copy of this, and we will paste this here, then we will paste this here, and we will paste this here. Alright, now let's select these columns, these 3, and we'll make it slightly smaller like this. And here we will take the mitigated cost, and here we will take the expected loss, this column. So let's paste that here, and here we will take the average severity score. Severity score is in the last, this one. Let's copy and paste that here. Okay, now to get the mitigated costs, use this sum of and take the mitigated cost from column H, and close the bracket, hit the enter. You can reduce the font size for this particular, and take the comma also, so you can take it as currency. Apply the same format painting here also, and take the sum of this column I. Okay, and for the average severity score we can use here average. Go to the data, and we'll take the average of column M, that is 6.5. We can change the theme from the background, so you can take here some different color. Let's say I'm taking this one, and here I'm taking this one. Take here this one, and similarly for this also. Okay, now we can reduce the column width for this column also, and we will create a comparison table here. To create the comparison table, just start typing here high, medium and low, and same here, just put, let's move this here and take high, medium and take here low. Just reduce the column width of this column and select this column till here, use merge, and we will put here likelihood. We have two columns, likelihood and impact, so we'll put this here. Just paste, and we will rotate the text for this column. So we will go to the text rotation and just type here 90. Align this center and middle. We will fill some color here, so I'm taking, let's say, this color and make the font as white and bold. Select these range and merge and fill this color again, and here we will put impact. Align this center and middle. Font take white, make this bold. We will select this range, go to the border and let's take this color and all border. Align this center and middle, reduce the font size. Now here we will select this range and use merge, and we will take some darker color and we'll put here likelihood versus impact. Font take white, bold, align this center. Here we will put the formula, but before that let's put some color here. Let's take this color or a little more lighter, and here also just use here count ifs, this one. And first let's go to the impact, here column C, and freeze this, press F4, comma, come to the dashboard and we will select this column which is P5, and we will put the $ before 5, comma, this time we will select likelihood, column D, press F4 to freeze this, comma, this time we will take this high and put the $ before O. Just close the bracket, hit the enter, copy this formula and select all cells and paste. So we are getting here numbers. Now we can select this and just go to the format and conditional formatting, color scale, and you can select a color scale from here whatever you want. I'm selecting this one and click on done. Okay, so we can see the different numbers in the different colors. Now we will start creating the chart like we have created here. So first we will create count by status. Let's go to the insert and insert a chart. Take it as a pie chart, this one, and data range, just click here. We will take the status column. So go to the data. We have status column on column G. So we can select column G, click on OK. Just aggregate this, and the first row is the header. Go to the customize, take it 3D chart and go to the legend and show at bottom. Pie chart, slice label as value, then we will change the pie slice color. For the mitigated one we can take this green, and for the pending we can take this color, and for active we can take some different color. Make it smaller and keep this here. We can add the title also. So let's go to the chart and access titles, and let's put here risk count by status. Align this center and reduce the font size around 14. Take the color as black. This chart is ready. We can make the copy of this chart and we can paste that here, and let's keep this chart here. The second chart we are creating, that is risk count by risk honor. So let's make it slightly bigger, and here you can reduce the column width for these 3 columns. Double click on this, change the chart type first, and let's take the column chart, or you can take the bar chart, whatever you want. Here we have taken the column chart. Now we will change the date range. So we are taking the risk honor wise. Risk honor is on column E. So we can take here E in place of G. Just hit the enter. So we are seeing the risk honor. We can delete this legend from here. Just put as none and make this slightly bigger. You can make this chart 3D. You can change the color. Go to the series and let's take the color, different color. Let's say I'm taking this one, and then add the data labels. You can remove the grid lines. Just click here and uncheck the major grid lines. Just close this. This is risk count by risk owner. Okay, and just increase the size of this chart also. Now we will create the other charts, like we have created severity score by impact. So we can make the copy of this, or let's make a copy of this and paste that here and keep this here. Make it smaller, double click, and severity score is on column M and the impact is on column C. Okay, so double click and we will take the range as column C first, and then you can copy and add another range and you can take column M for severity score. Click on OK, and then you can just change here. So it is taking the sum of severity score. Let's take the average. Change the date number format also. So just go to the customize series, and here we have this data label option which is checked, and number format you can just go to the custom number format and type here 0.0, apply. Okay, and if you want to change it to the bar chart, you can change it from here. So let's take this bar chart and make it 3D. Okay, so this chart is also ready, like we have created here. Now we can create a donut chart which is risk count by likelihood. So we can copy this chart this time and paste that here. You can make this chart slightly bigger, and this one also. Just double click here. First we will change the chart type. We'll take here donut chart. The another thing, we will take the likelihood which is on column D. Okay, so just change this, double click and take here column D and enter. Go to the customize and you can just make it 3D. Okay, so this is working. You can change the color if you want, otherwise I'm just changing the title only. Okay, now we'll create the other chart like we have created here. Expected loss by risk category and average severity score by risk owner. So same thing we'll do here. So let's make a copy of one chart. So I'm making the copy of this chart. Just double click and we will create it for the expected loss by the risk category. So risk category is here the column L and the expected loss is column I. So let's take the same range. We can delete this and here take the risk category which is on column L. Select this and add another range and select the column I. Click on OK. So here we have the risk category and expected loss. This is showing average. Let's take the sum. And we can change the chart type here. So let's take the chart type as column chart. You can make it bigger. Okay, if you want to make it 3D, you can make it 3D, and then you can take the average severity score by risk owner. So let's make a copy of this and paste that here and make it smaller. Double click and change here. We will take this chart was the average severity score by risk owner. So just change here, severity score is here which is column M. We can see here column M, and the risk owner is on column E. So we can take here E. Click on OK. Okay, so we will just change it as risk owner here and the severity score here, and we will take the average which is already there. So this chart is also ready. You can make this chart slightly smaller and let's place this chart here. Alright, so this dashboard is ready. We will just change the title. So this is risk count by risk category. This is the expected loss by risk category. And this is average severity score by risk owner. Alright, so this dashboard is ready, and if you change the number here in the data, the dashboard will be changed automatically. Alright friends, so friends, that is how we can create this risk management dashboard in Google Sheets. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.